Hey everyone, so today I just wanted to share with you a process essay that I actually just wrote this past year in my English course. And what it initially was on was supposed to be about like weight loss and stuff, and you'll see that as the title says right there. But what I feel that it really embodies is how to live the high carb vegan lifestyle that I try to promote and live in my own life. So without further ado, hope you enjoy this. How to lose weight, feel great, and have optimum health. Are you looking to lose weight? Are you tired of starving yourself to death only to binge on loads of processed junk later? This is a common scenario faced by many in the world today. With the constant sales pitches about new weight loss programs, magic pills that make you shed fat, and fat doctors giving sincere but sincerely wrong advice, it is no wonder that people are more overweight and sick than ever. However, it does not have to be this way. On the contrary, losing weight is one of the easiest goals to achieve. Let us start with the number one myth about losing weight. In order to lose weight, I have to calorie restrict. While this logically looks good on paper, when one begins application of this principle, it is soon headed for disaster. Our bodies, like cars, run on fuel or energy. If one was to put a tiny amount of fuel into a car before a 400-mile trip, how far would they actually go before they had to completely refuel? Not very far, unless they would want to run out of gas on the highway and call for a truck to refuel them. Like cars, the human body also must have adequate fuel in order to function properly. When people don't eat enough and try to calorie restrict, they binge out in a dire attempt to catch up for all the abuse they have wrought on themselves from undereating. So how much should one eat then when losing weight if they do not calorie restrict? The answer is no less than one's body weight divided by 2.2 pounds times 10. This amount ensures adequate intake and for an individual to be satiated and not feel the need to turn to anything they can get their hands on just to function. So for someone who weighs 150 pounds, they would consume about 680 grams of carbohydrates, which represents the bare minimum number of carbohydrates they should consume on a daily basis. That then would equate to roughly 2,720 calories a day from carbohydrates. But won't carbs and all that sugar make you fat? Carbohydrates are not the evil that causes people to become obese. Carbohydrates rather are the number one energy source for the body's cells and brain, allowing people to be at their best. Look at the best athletes. Look at the traditional diet of Asians. They eat high carbohydrate diets consisting of lots of rice, potatoes, pasta, yams, grains, fruits, and vegetables. And they are all the skinniest and healthiest people on earth. Being skinny is one token, but for people that want to have a long-term abundance of health and energy, as well as achieve their ideal weight, they should aim to get a minimum of 80% of calories from carbohydrates and equal to or less than 10% of calories from fat and protein respectively. The best sources of carbohydrates come from fresh fruits, starches like rice and potatoes, quinoa, millet, and other grains, as well as vegetables and greens in smaller amounts. These sources have most closely the ratio of 80-10-10 that one should be looking for when embarking on this journey towards weight loss, high energy, and optimum health. In including these new foods in eating and heavily focusing upon them, people should as soon as they can cut out all animal products like meat, dairy, eggs, and any other animal products. Animal products aside from dairy contain no carbohydrates and contain only high levels of fat and high levels of protein. And dairy is indigestible by most because humans stopped creating the enzyme lactase, which breaks down the sugar lactose after the age of 2, due to this being the point of natural weaning from our mother's breast milk. On top of this, animal products are some of the most acidic foods that people regularly consume, including dairy. If one thinks back to their chemistry or human bio class, they will undoubtedly remember that our bodies function most optimally at a neutral pH. When we take in animal products on a regular basis, our body must compensate for this and leach calcium from our bones in order to balance out the acidic environment we constantly create by eating animal products. This is why in America, though we are among the highest drinkers of dairy in the world, we have some of the highest incidences of osteoporosis in the world as well. Besides this, only animal products contain cholesterol. Cholesterol is a nutrient in our bodies that we create sufficient amounts of on our own. When we take in animal cholesterol, we unnecessarily clog our arteries, which can lead to cardiovascular problems in life and even death. Finally, these are the foods that are of the fattiest and which most easily turn into fat on our own bodies. As the saying goes, the fat you eat is the fat you wear. In terms of weight loss and overall health, this decision alone is perhaps the greatest change one can make.